Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. Got some Hornady or Hornady, however you want to say it. Someone will be sure to come along in the comments below and tell me I'm saying it wrong. But anyways, we've got some 5.45x39. This is the 60 grain Vmax with the steel case. Got some of this in trade to potentially test a rifle some point this year if I can get my hands on one. And come to find out, Hornady and them finally released some 5.45 dies as well as brass for this. So we're just going to check this for velocity in our R.A.N.G.E 2 that has a 16-inch barrel. That's the only 5.45 gun that I have. We have our Pro Chrono Digital at about 12 feet. It's about 65, 70 degrees outside today. We'll also check this for accuracy when we're done as well. Our R.A.N.G.E 2 that we don't get out too often is sporting some Magpul plum furniture and the Magpul folding stock as well. We have some Magpul P-Mags that don't fit too well. I think I need to shave the back end of them off a little bit. You can see how hard they go in, and they lock in there tight. We've got just a cheapo Amazon quick detach mount in our primary arms 1-6 on here. We're going to run 20 rounds through this just because, like I said, I only have the one barrel length and we got enough of this, so we'll run 20 rounds through it. 2772, 2737, 2721, 2726, 2726 again, 2704, 2721, 2732, 2715, 2710, 2760, 2721, 2754, 2737, 2732, 2732 again, 2710, 2743, 2693, 2732, and that's it. I think that might have been more than 20. How many did I get? Oh, I got exactly 20. Interesting. Here is our Vmax 5.45, 2.35 inches at 75 yards, using the 1-6 power primary arms KISS reticle in the Burris QD mount on top of the Amazon special side rail mount for our R.A.N.G.E 2. It just must be that this R.A.N.G.E 2 does not have a very good barrel. I've been shooting groups for the past, I don't know, about 2 hours. 5 rounds, come down, check. 10 rounds, come down and check of the heavy ball and this, and that's pretty much the best that I can get. There is a minimal to no wind today. I have really good eyesight clarity with the sun, kind of a little bit overcast, so this is definitely one of those, your mileage may vary and you certainly probably will get better than me. I do have a few spare gel blocks, so I want to test our 60 grain Vmax in gel just to see what it's going to do. I know Andrew at the chopping block, or maybe he did it over on R.A.N.G.E, tested this in gel already and found that it had really good expansion and fragmentation, but it had shallow penetration. So I figured while I'm testing this and the Wolf, we're going to just see what it's going to do. I have a 6x6x16 clear ballistics gel block down there with a few backup blocks. Hopefully we will get it contained. We have a new lead sled, as you can see here. This is the Caldwell Hydro Sled. So they helped sponsor the accuracy and gel testing portion of this video. I can put a link in their description below. I do have a coupon code, I think, Buffman, for 10% off your first order. If you're looking for lead sleds or other shooting supplies, I think they even have steel targets now. Enough talking and chilling. Time for shooting. Velocity 2704. A little higher than I wanted it to be. I thought I was 3.5 inches low, but it looks like I was only about 2 inches low. We'll go see what we did. All right, now bear with me. I have a gimbal that I purchased to help try to steady some of these close-up shots that I use with my phone, but look at that. Very, very short neck there. Very short. Got some fragmentation extending out already to the 3-inch mark. You can see that red tip there. We get out to the 8-inch mark, and there's some more fragmentation there. But otherwise, straight line penetration right to the 14.5-inch mark that you can see right there. A nicely expanded bullet. We'll dig that guy out in a second. Not bad. Adequate penetration, I would say, at least in clear gel, out of a 16-inch barrel. May see less or more penetration out of a shorter barrel because of the decrease in velocity. Here is a top-down shot. That large cavity there is the Vmax. You can see that it's spreading out there, and there's where we end up. Let me know what you guys think of using the gimbal. It does take a little bit of getting used to because it wants to do weird things on me, and I haven't really used it a whole lot. But hopefully it provides you with a little more stability when I'm talking and the phone's not shaking like this. Here is our recovered round. Looks pretty well expanded. I would say they did a pretty good job. Again, that's in clear gel. I'll have to look at Andrew's results and see if they were in organic or clear gel. But I mean, 14 inches of penetration. This would be a pretty ideal self-defense load, not including any barriers. Since we have enough room on this gel block, we're going to fire another round just to check for consistency, although Hornady does a pretty good job of that. We'll try to aim a little lower this time. This is a pretty nice sled. You can fill it with water or sand or like lead shot. I've got sand in it. It seems a little more balanced when you're moving it around instead of having all the weight up here. And I can use pistol grip guns and magazines as well. Oh, you gotta get used to where this adjustment is in the back here. $27.10. This is the flip side shot of this gel block. It'll give you a little better representation of this wound track from the Vmax. It's the one in the foreground with all the red bits and everything. And you can see there's some wounding or separate wound track going on there, just a little tiny bit though. And we dive down and there is our bullet. Looks pretty similar to the other one. We'll grab that out in a second. There is our recovered bullet. We will, of course, take macros on these because these expanded very nicely. Get some weights on these and see how much lead they lost in there. But pretty impressive, especially for 5.45, which is known as a tumbling round. We had some good expansion and fragmentation going on there and decent penetration depths. I think I'll just go ahead and say it that if you want a 5.45 for self-defense purposes, the Hornady 60 grain Vmax, at least in my testing with the gel results, is probably going to be your best bet. Now, I shot the accuracy portion with this ammunition on the same day that I did with the heavy grain ball, and it's about 80 degrees outside today. I had no wind, good clear skies. I could see the target every time. I have the new lead sled, and I just could not print a respectable group out of either one of these. When I did the SST originally with the Palmetto State Armory GF3 in 7.62x39, I had really good results with that particular loading because it has a non-magnetic jacket. So I wanted to stick with something like this for any future testing. I'm hoping to get the PSA AK-74 at some point for testing. So hopefully we will retest the accuracy of this at a later date and maybe we'll get better results. This is some older stock that I got in a trade, so I'm not even sure who would have this anymore or if it's even, maybe it's been discontinued. I know Hornady has released brass 5.45x39, so that may be the way to go in the future if you're looking for this Vmax bullet or possibly the SST or a boat tail hollow point. I'll have to do some research and see which rounds that Hornady is released in the brass case. As always, I'd like to thank my Patreon supporters and you all for watching, for without either of you, I wouldn't be where I am today. Until next time, catch you at the range.